Hello everyone. Do you guys remember where are we now? Which season?
Season 2.
Yes, season 2. Yes, season 2. And which episode?
2.
Yes. You guys are in the class. And before I start, I will talk about the content. First is Joy with the umbrella. That's a new character. And then it's Rachel and Monica. And things happen because she hated Judy. And then the last one, the breast milk. And this is the theme part of this episode. First, let's talk about Joy. Joy works as a part-time job in a clothing store, and his job is to spraying the perfume on the men's shirt. And then every time he will say Bichon for men. And Bichon is the perfume brand. That's the most famous perfume in the world. But the customer will say no, or just ignore him. And his manager, Annabelle. I think Joy is like Annabelle. Maybe it's because she's pretty. But here comes a new character, the Hombre Man. Hombre means man in Spanish. And he had a black cowboy suit and with a rough voice. And he could only ask hombre, and then the customer would say yes. So Joy is jealous about his talent and his acting skills. And Joy wanted to make a date with Annabelle, but Annabelle has already going on a date with the hombre man. So this round, the hombre man wins. And here, Joy appeared with a white cowboy suit. He wanted to take a revenge on him. And this is the most important moment, and it's exciting. They were waiting for the first customer to come in, and with the moment, it's very exciting, and they two are just looking at each other, staring at each other, and waiting the moment to come in. And guess what? In the end,
Joy.
yes, part of that. Because the hombre man used the perfume spraying on the old man's eyes. It was a silly mistake because he wanted to show his talent, but it has a mistake. So in the end, Joy says these new kids they never last. He's very proud of himself, but that's not proud. In fact, it's because of he run out of the perfume. So then the hombre man would spray the perfume faster than him. So then the old man is in the accident. And this round is Joy wins. The second story is Rachel. Monica went shopping with Judy in secret. So that means Rachel didn't know that Monica went shopping with Judy, and Phoebe had to pretend that they went shopping for fur because she pretended he's Judy, and Rachel asked them for what do they buy for these things, and Phoebe is just because she didn't went shopping. So she would say for fur, she run out of the answer. She just come up with this answer for fur, and it was ununderstandable. It was fur is the fur wouldn't appear in the department store. And later, Monica noticed Phoebe that this. Phoebe says for boobs, but boobs doesn't appear wouldn't be sold in department store too. And then finally, Monica pulled out her bras, and then Phoebe says for bras, and this is the answer. And Next is Julie called Monica, and Rachel is sitting next to her, and that is Julie. She has to say, "Oh, hi, hello, Julie," but you say, "Hi, Julie." Rachel feels confused that a Jew won't tell her friend to call her a Jew. Very strange. And Rachel found that there's a receipt in her pocket. Since Monica borrowed her jacket to went to the lunch, and the cost is $53. It seems like it's 2 or 3 people's cost. So Monica says she went to the lunch and shopping with Julie, and Rachel felt upset and depressed that she did went shopping with Julie, and that's the most the woman that I hated the most in the world. And Rachel asked, "Did you go her with the Bloomingdale's? It's the department store in New York City." And I think that why she asked this question is maybe Rachel and Monica used to go there, and now Monica and Julie went there to shopping. So Rachel is very depressed. And next, Monica wanted to apologize to her, but to my surprise is that they had a good ending. And because Rachel thinks that Julie has stolen Ross from her, and but now Julie is stealing Monica from her too. So she didn't want Monica not to be her friend, and they have a good ending. But I don't know why that Phoebe is in. Yes, it's very strange. And Monica wants Rachel to be Julie's friend, and they have a small talk, and they chat with each other, and it's very embarrassing. And Julie says, "I'm pretty much totally intimidated by you," and she thinks that Rachel is better than her, and maybe prettier than her. But Rachel thinks it was a manipulative yes, and after Julie left, and then the last thing is about the breast milk. And Ross asked Phoebe to check the breast milk temperature for Ben to drink, and Phoebe just squeezed the milk on her hand and then lick the breast milk, and that's the juice squeezed from another person. And Carlos noticed that Ross felt gross about Carlos. Remember Carlos? That's Ross' wife, and she's a lesbian. And she noticed that Ross felt gross, feel her breast milk is gross. And Susan then excitingly explaining and wanted to show she's better than Ross. She says, "It tastes like cantaloupe juice." So it means Susan has tasted it too. And then Ross wanted to give it a try, but she failed. But in the end, they're sitting in front of the table watching the breast milk, and then you can know the answer later. And this is all from me. Thank you.